because the Civil War also played this afternoon. And you'll know, Oregon State upset Oregon, number 9 Oregon. Score was 38-34. My goodness, I'm watching this game and I could not believe what was happening in front of me because Oregon had taken a 21-point lead and it felt like all they had to do was sit on the ball. That's all you had to do because Oregon State could not throw the ball. As a matter of fact, we're talking about a quarterback that finished with 60 yards passing and 2 interceptions and could not be trusted toward the end of the game for Oregon State because they ran 19 straight rush plays, got 143 yards out of this, but Oregon kept giving them opportunities, giving the ball away, putting the ball on the ground, squandering another outstanding game from Bo Nix, who was playing hurt, still passed for 300 yards. Now we're talking about an Oregon State team that is on par with Oregon, right? These are two teams that, one, we expected to be here in Oregon. Oregon State, we did not. And I think that Jonathan Smith is probably going to end up, if not Lincoln Riley, as Pac-12 Coach of the Year for what he was able to accomplish in just this year. I had kind of alluded to it a couple of weeks ago when I looked at the schedule and said they could be looking at 9 wins to beat up on an Oregon team that has shown signs that maybe they can't finish the game, like they couldn't against Washington. And Oregon State bowed up. The defense bowed up. You had 1st and goal near the end of the game where Oregon had an opportunity to go up by 2 if they get into the end zone. You had Dan Lanning on the sideline holding up 4s, letting his offense know, I'm going to give you 4 chances to go stick this in from 1st and goal. And the Oregon State defense continued to step up time and time again. 3 times they stuffed the run, and then they broke up a pass that Bo Nix thought he could complete on 4th and goal. I felt bad for him, but it felt great for Oregon State and Jonathan Smith. It's their first win against a top 10 Oregon team in the college football playoff era. You got to feel good about that. And perhaps they are the reason that Oregon might not play in the Pac-12 championship game, as Washington and Washington State still have to figure that out for us. Depends on what happens, but Oregon needs Washington to lose. And, you know, Washington would like nothing else than send Oregon packing. Once again, would basically land in the second loss in the same season. I'd be excited to see that. So I also thought that watching my buddy Jeff kind of lose his mind on the Twitters was a lot of fun. But I also know how much it hurts. To Jeff's point, though, he doesn't feel great about the way the game ended, and he shouldn't. If you're a Ducks fan, you know you had this game wrapped up. You know you were the better team, and now you got to figure out what went wrong and how you're going to fix it. And you're going to have to do that without Kenny Dillingham next year because it feels like Kenny Dillingham is going to accept the job as being head coach at Arizona State. So you got a new offense coordinator, got a new quarterback, and you're going to have to go back to rebuilding that offense and the kind of thing that can get you back in a position to play, hopefully, for a Pac-12 championship, but we'll see.